Can you see me? Hello. Hi. Welcome. I am here again with a live stream. Please join me, grab your yarn, and let's go crocheting together and chat together. Hope you can hear me. I hope you can see me alright. I'm using a new system for streaming. Hello. Hi, can you hear me normally? Probably not. What about now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello. Tell me, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Because I am using some kind of new... Alright, I got a thumbs up for the sound, so let's get back to some yarn and crocheting. So yeah, this is what I left on yesterday. I basically finished the third granny square. This is how it is looking. Very pink theme, and this very cute hairy yarn. As you can see, it has these like tiny loops, and I'm not sure how it is called. Maybe you can tell me. Is it like a hair yarn or like grass yarn? I have heard that people are saying like grassy yarn. So yeah, if you know, let me know. So yeah, this is what I did yesterday. So I'm just gonna put it aside somewhere here, and yeah, you will be able to see me now and what I am doing, so from both angles. Sorry for the light at the moment because it is still pretty bright outside, but let's get started. It will get darker in very soon, so you don't know what kind of yarn is this. Oh, so sad. I don't know what I don't know too, so hope somebody could tell us. Alright, so as you can see, my granny square has only one yarn tail, so I will talk a little bit again how I am leaving those yarn ends just hanging, and it's so annoying to deal them later. So I am taking a bit more time while crocheting, but it is worth it because after finishing the granny square I don't want to within any more ends. So if you have this problem as well, you are in the right place. Do I have a guess? Yes, yeah, I say probably it's like a grass yarn, grassy yarn, I'm not sure. Alright, so I will finish this last round of this very cute mohair yarn, which I have over here. Like this is that yarn, you can see. I have like that much of it, so I am using it everywhere I can. Alright, so I'm just doing the classic granny square with the double crochets, clusters of double crochets, and between the clusters I am not chaining anything. I'm just immediately going to the other. So for for the corner I am doing one cluster of 3 double crochets and making a corner of just 1 chain, and again 3 double crochets. Just like that. Hello, who is watching me? Welcome. Join me in this crochet session. If you are a crocheter, what are your recent projects? What are you doing at the moment? I'm very curious to know. 3 double crochets. And the last cluster, and let's finish the corner here. Three double crochets, and I am not chaining. I just gonna pull this like a longer loop, and then grab the scissors and the darning needle, and we're gonna make a fake stitch. So I'm just gonna, and we will close seamlessly that you cannot tell where the granny square finishes. So just pull the yarn out of the loop and let's thread it. Like that. And let's find we have 3 double crochets here, 1, 2 and 3. So I need the stitch on top of the first double crochet, next to it, this one, as you can see, and I'm going through both loops, front and back, and now going back into where the yarn is going, like from there where the yarn is going, and go inside and thread it through, but not too tight. We want, you can see, yeah, it's a bit hard to see with this yarn but you can see that we have 2 loops, 1 loop and another loop, and we have a stitch. It will act as the chain of 1. So just leave it like that, that we could see that V shape. And now just on the other side I will make a knot to secure it, and will weave in. So this is the second yarn tail we need to weave in total. No matter how many colors we are changing for the granny square, I am weaving in just 2 loose yarn ends. So just gonna go through a couple of stitches through the middle of them, back and forth, back and forth, and I'm just gonna do another knot, one more knot, make it pretty tight, and go one last time, and you are ready to cut the yarn. I had somewhere a bowl to put my yarn ends. Yep, here it is, very cutesy, handmade. So this is some kind of leftover as well, so I'm just gonna throw it here. And it puts very closely nearby, because we will have some yarn ends which we're gonna cut it. So now we're gonna deal with the middle one. So it is pretty simple as well, so we're gonna thread it again. And to close the middle, we don't have to have a hole here. So we will go in the middle of the stitches all the way around. So I'm just going in the middle of the double crochets. You see it's in the middle because you are not able to see a needle here nor here. So you are right in the middle and just go through. And repeat with another cluster, just in the middle, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle it in the middle and go through. And again, just in the middle. And now the magic will happen. We're gonna pull it tight and the hole will close. We don't have that big of a hole, but you are able to see my fingers, so if you pull it tight, the hole is closed. So keep it tight, and that it would stay in place. We're gonna do in the nearby stitch one knot, tight as well, and we're gonna repeat the process of going in the middle of the stitches, just a little bit more. I'm just gonna do half of the circle and I lost my yarn. So yeah, I'm just gonna going just through the half of the circle, making one knot again, just one more knot, and last few stitches, and you can cut it at this point, and you have a very nice neat center without a hole. And our third granny square is done. So I will start from the beginning again, and I will show you how I am changing the colors. If you know how to do the granny square, that's fine. I will show you how to change the color, the easy way of changing the color. So I will just grab my yarn . Sorry, I'm still setting up that it would be pretty comfortable for me to crochet. Maybe now it's a little bit better. So here I have my yarn end of this vibrant magenta color. And now just quickly I'm going to make a slip knot, and we will do a granny square without a magic ring. So this is Again, easy way how to make granny square. So we're gonna go with chains and we're gonna chain 4. Chain 4. And now what we are going to do, we're gonna go in the middle, in the first stitch. We're gonna do grannies, double crochets into the first stitch in right in here. So let's do that. And this chain will count as a double crochet, so we are doing 1 more and we will have 3 in total. So this is the first cluster of double crochets. Now we chain 1 and repeat in the same stitch 3 double crochets more. Chain 1 and go again in the same stitch. Chain 1 one more time, cluster number 4, chain 1, now we're gonna close it with half double crochet because we want to change the color at this point. So we're gonna wrap once, insert into that top stitch on top of like the 4th chain we did previously, grab a loop, and we stop here with this color. We have 3 loops on the hook. And now I'm gonna grab the next color, which is this salmon-y peachy color. Grab the tail, fold it in half like this, just couple of inches, couple of centimeters. Put it on the hook and go through all of the loops like that. Now chain 2 and turn to the other side. So we're gonna secure those yarn ends we have here on my thumb. We're gonna secure them by going with double crochets around, like hugging those yarn tails. So we're gonna go and make 3 double crochets. This chain doesn't count as a double crochet, so we're gonna go in that chain 1 space and do double crochets around those yarn ends like that, like that. And here we will make a knot with these tails, just a few knots. Two or 3 is enough. and cut off very close to the knot you just made. And now the knot, if you just move very gently those stitches around, the knot will go inside the stitches and it will hide very nicely, and you won't have any visible like color change, no knots, no tails left anymore. Now we continue on making another clusters. And again the same thing, changing with the color with the half double crochet. So just insert, grab a loop, and now I will grab the next color, put it on the hook, and go through all of the loops. Pull it tight. And this is seamless color change. Chain 2 and turn. what a giant ball of yarn. And it's loose, and this is like tight. Not sure, this is like probably more than 100 grams, I believe. I how that word is, so I teared apart the baby blanket I thrifted last year. So I got a bunch of white yarn. This is even bigger. Look at that. Now this is looks like a baby ball, and this ball, like what? Yeah, so probably I got like 300 grams out of that baby blanket. So now it's perfect. White color always uses up the most for me, so that's a nice one. Unraveling the blanket. I unraveled the blanket. That's the word I was looking for. I'm so sorry. Sorry, I'm bumping my head into the light. Just trying to make us comfortable as possible. All right. Now it's getting so dark, so fast. Too fast. Because usually, like in the June, the sun is basically setting at 11:30 in the evening. So, and now it's like basically dark 8:30 already, so the autumn is really here. The days are getting shorter and shorter. Okay. Last year I made such a cute yarn bowl. I have like this wooden one now, just a simple bowl, wooden, but I was attending these like classes of clay making, like not sure how how it's a proper name for the clay classes, but yeah, and those were even free, actually, free classes for doing stuff with clay. They were the teacher wasn't like teaching us how to, because it was already like advanced class. So you just came and just straightly work, like do whatever you want with that clay. So of course, as a crocheter, I did such a cute, such a lovely yarn bowl. Like, you know, where the yarn like here is going through the top, so over there the yarn like is going, just it has like a hole, and I made like a hole that you would put the yarn, like it would just go in, and yeah, it was such a beautiful bowl. But it's still at the teacher. I didn't go to take them with me because it was we were doing like for the event. It was the clay festival, like we were doing the stuff for the clay because he was supposed to burn them, like bake them during that event, and I never took my stuff from that teacher, and probably they are still laying somewhere in the school, in the art school. And I did so many like bowls and like candle holders, my lovely yarn bowl, and yeah, I now regret not taking them. Probably after a year they are used for something else already, or he just, I don't know, throw it out or gave to somebody else. Yeah, so I would like to make something again, but probably with the air dry clay, because you can buy that just at the supermarket. And yeah, maybe I will make an air dry clay yarn bowl for myself, given another shot of making stuff from clay. So yeah, this is like a short sad story, a regret story of my life. And it was free classes, like you can make, I don't know, like you can sit there almost like full day from 8 or 9 till 5 in the evening and just do whatever you like. However, like how many items you can make during that time, they are all yours. Yeah, now it sounds like a fairy tale. Who can give you stuff for free these days? Not that much, not that many. This yarn is a great example. If you want to test, if you are already not a beginner anymore, more like intermediate crocheter or knitter, use this like textured yarn. You basically can't see any stitches. Then you will test your experience on crocheting. I'm very glad that I am using this yarn this way because I am going in between clusters, not like getting stitches like where, like, yeah, you can guess where the stitch are. You just guess it, or you feel it with your fingers and try to again guess it where you should put the hook in. So yeah, this is the perfect way. And if you have like the yarn that you are hating on working with, you can use for making granny squares or making the granny square stitch, just for anything. You can use that granny square stitch, just making 3 double crochets and those clusters of 3 double crochets. Yeah, because you don't need to find the stitches one by one, you just go in between them. So that's a great tip actually. I found out yesterday because I did a bag using this hair yarn, and I ordered it specifically for that bag, and I somehow managed to do it because it was just single crochets and a very simple pattern. But if I would like to do something else, nope, just in the granny squares. And now you can see that I'm basically can be not looking, I'm just feeling that I have, if I have 3 double crochets. And now I have to finish with the slip stitch because I am not changing the color. I'm going again another round with the same color. So again, I am just trying to find the top stitch, and if it's like single here, the grass is like double, the loops are double, but here they were single, so you can see that I am right inside between the 2 loops. So this is the stitch, and just slip stitch, chain 2, turn, and go again. 2, 3. Again, going with the white color. Oops. I think crocheting, when for crocheting a yarn ball is a game changer, because now the ball is not going anywhere, not running, not trying to run away from you. It's just always in place, and as you crochet it's turning by itself. Perfect. If you are on the couch, you don't need to catch it, like if it's stuck somewhere, the ball, like just, I don't know, in your blanket, it has, the yarn has its own place. So that was a very nice upgrade of finally having a yarn ball. Not the most beautiful, but it works. And the last round, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Finish with the mohair. My scissors are not cutting anymore that sharp. I will need to find a way to sharpen them. Not sure, maybe a knife sharpener would work for these. I will need to have a look because it's annoying that it's not cutting the yarn properly. Leaves those, like, I don't know, little strands of yarn still not cut. Hello, who just joined, welcome. I am making these giant granny squares for a granny square vest. So for a whole vest I will need just 8 granny squares. And I love making these big ones. Like, it's so satisfying. Tell me if you are into crafts. What is the most recent project? What are you making at the moment? As I said, I am making these squares for the crochet vest, granny square vest. And the next one in my plans is very cute sweater, which I'm gonna make with the woolen yarn and mohair, but not like this thick mohair, but with the very just a small strand of mohair working together with the woolen yarn. So I'm very excited. It will give very fluffiness, but not overly hairy as the mohair itself. And it should be perfect for the winter of this woolen yarn. I'm still working on the design I would like to make. Hopefully, if I get everything right, maybe I even do tutorial. Oh, excuse me. I will do a tutorial because I think it will be pretty cute, that you would love to make it as well, to update your sweater collection with another crocheted sweater. Do you know any hacks if you are a crocheter or knitter? Any hacks how to stop the mohair from leaving the hairs on the clothing? because I have the sweater from this yarn and it leaves like a little shield of hair after wearing. So I am thinking if there is some kind of method to stop from like shedding. I saw one TikTok that the girl did the sweater, washed it, dried it, and then put it in the freezer. And somehow after freezing it overnight, it helped, like, I don't know, maybe like 50% was less shedding. The mohair was less shedding. So it looks weird to me. I think that how the freezing is working with the hairs of the like yarn strands, not sure. I will need to try that, but maybe there is some kind of better option, or maybe just like after a couple of times of washing, it should help. It should be less shedding. Not sure. But still, the sweater with the mohair yarn, like at least a strand of mohair, warps everything. I don't care that it sheds. It will be annoying, but the sweater itself will be gorgeous, gorgeous, and so fluffy and so soft. So making it anyway. Alright, I am finishing this square. So I'm cutting the yarn and we'll make a fake stitch, and it will act as a seamless finishing for our granny square. Going through the both loops and then going in the same back again, and this is creating a V-shaped stitch, our chain one. So just make a couple of knots and weave in a little bit. So sad. Šiandien mažokai. Valandų, kad dar kokia. Kol atsibosa. Ja. Tai gali palikti viskas. Eik prasiek. Mano, kam tu visą laiką iki toliau atsiranka? Na, aš. from this angle, the granny square looks even more interesting. Sorry, I had a break. Hello. Good morning, good morning. So, are you watching from USA? Because here is already evening. So I am here working on these giant granny squares. Actually, I'm very interested on the size I am having here, just to be sure. So it's 23 centimeters and 9 inches, exactly 9 inches. That's very good. So for the vest I am working on, I will need 8 of these squares. So it's gonna be 4, like 2 on one side, 2 on another side, 4 on in front and 4 at the back. And that's it, basically. As easy as it is. Alright, I have the end. And I am doing a magicless ring. Granny square without a magic ring. So I am doing chain of 4 and working into the first stitch, everything into the same stitch. And the chain of 4 is, now it's chain of 3, counting as a double crochet. So I have a few techniques on doing granny squares. At the end of the granny square I have only 2 yarn ends to weave in. So no matter how many colors you are changing, still only 2 yarn ends to weave in. 1 in the center and 1 at the very end. So, and here I am showing how I am changing those colors without leaving the yarn tails. So if you are interested, stay with me. And here I finished the first round, first color. So I am going to change it, and for the change I am doing half double crochet, so half of half double crochet. When you are doing granny square, I put 4 or 5 and I don't chain in between. So this is only, I am chaining only for the corners. In between the clusters, just on the sides, I am not chaining. And I like this outcome actually without a chains, because not that big of the holes are leaving here in between, so that's good. But so you're saying you're doing 4 or 5 double crochets. That's interesting. I will need to try for the next project to make like clusters of 4 or 5 double crochets as a granny square. This might be a game changer actually. Alright, so getting back to the changing color, I am doing a half double crochet, going in the chain of 4 on top of it, like in the last stitch, grabbing the yarn and leaving 3 loops on the hook. From here I am taking the new color, this peach color, and we will attach the color just right in here. I'm gonna grab the grab the end and put it on the hook, and then pull through all 3 loops like that. Pull it tight, and here we have already the new color attached. And now we're gonna chain 2, turn, and we don't want to within this end, so what we are going to do, we will go and do double crochets around them, like hug those tails around to secure. So just do the normal 3 double crochets. Chain of 2 I don't count as a double crochet, so just chain of 3, and here just let's do the knot. We'll do the knot and pull as tight as you can, that the knot will be inside the stitch, and then cut it off. Wiggle the stitches. You can see our knot is just right in there, and if you wiggle gently, you are basically aren't able to see where the knot or the change of color is. So that's a very nice one. And now just continue on, and yeah, basically that's it. You don't need to build anything else. And now just continue on working those clusters. Yeah, if you would do like 4 and 4 here, it will definitely would fill the chain. You won't need that chain anymore. That's a great one. But now I won't change, because otherwise you will be able to tell that the granny square is with different technique from the others. So let's keep it that way, and maybe for the next one I surely will try it. So what are your recent projects? What are you making? Tell me, everybody, if you are crafting something. So tell me, what are you making? What's in the making process? So as you know, I am doing a crochet vest, granny square vest from these granny squares. And the next one in line for me is very cutesy autumn sweater with a tiny strand of mohair in it, so it will be like very fluffy one. So Yes, that is next in line in blue color and woolen yarn. Still working on the design for the sweater, and probably I will even make tutorial, because I think it will end up pretty cute and something different. So maybe you would like to add something else to your sweater wardrobe, so you could make it yourself. Alright, we are changing the color again. Oops, sorry for the noise. Please press subscribe button if you haven't already. I am doing these lives constantly, if you enjoy watching them, of course. And I have some tutorials which you can check it out. Very different like range of crochet stuff, from home decor to clothing, accessories, vlogs, challenges, basically everything you can find. No, I don't have that many videos, but it's like a variety of everything. So yeah, please do it. I would be very glad and very happy if you would join my subscriber community. little bit too many stitches. That my ring light is a bit annoying me, that it's visible for you as well. Just can't get the right angle to hide it. Is it better? Not really, probably. A little better, maybe. Tell me, is it annoying for you to see that ring, or it's that the image is so small that you don't really care? Okay, so at this point I'm just making a few knots. Actually, not very long ago. Not very long ago, I realized that not many crocheters are holding the hook the way I'm holding, like that pencil grip. Because everywhere I see, everybody's just like doing, you know, the knife grip, and doing like so fast. Somehow, like, for me, like, I can do it. I usually do it when I am chaining, just like doing chains. But to be fast with the knife grip, for me, is like doing it with the almost with the left hand, seems like. So yeah, I'm not sure. So is it true? How are you holding the hook if you are crocheting? Knife or pencil? Knife or pencil? Yeah, of course, probably it's just you get used to that, how you are holding. But yeah, somehow I prefer the pencil grip. Like, you see, I can do it, but I don't know, for me it seems that I can't go very fast with it. And as I said, it's 8:30 at evening, and it's basically pitch black outside. So sad. We are coming into the winter is coming, you know. Yep. Oops, sorry. Sorry, I'm very clumsy today. It's already evening, so it's much harder to even to speak, even to like move. The yarn is shedding and I can feel it in my nose. I have like this much like meter, not even a meter left, and I still need to do 3 double crochets. Hope it's enough. Yes, like look how much left, like 20 centimeters I guess. Whew. I wouldn't enjoy to attach the yarn like at the last stitch of that color and then to change color again. Hello, who just joined. I'm very lonely here, sitting and crocheting alone in the dark. How are you? How is your day going so far? Maybe you know the name of this yarn, or this hair yarn I am using. It has like a small loops, like tiny loops, and sometimes it's like double sided, sometimes it's just like a single from one side. How is it called? Is it like a, it looks like hair, so I'm not sure. Somewhere I heard that it's grass yarn. Maybe you know the exact name or how it can be called. This textured, loopy, hairy yarn. It would be very nice to know because nobody knows what I asked before. So maybe you can, maybe you know, maybe you can tell. And there's not that much information on the web because I searched where I could use it, and basically I found zero information. I found some similar, but like with the longer hair, so maybe it is the same, like fur. It looks like fur. Hello. So tell me if you know. It is the same. What the same? The same fur. It's called fur yarn. Furry. Oh no, it's furry. Furry. Jesus, I cannot pronounce it. Furry. Furry yarn. Oh no. Will I be a furry wearing this yarn? This vest? I don't know. Very interesting playlists are started to go. Yeah, very. It's retro music mix. Okay. Very like techno style. Okay, so the last color is this one. Chip music. Oh, it is called chip tune, chip music. Now I saw it. Or just a gamer music. Okay, so it's a gamer style playlist. This is what happens when you think that you can crochet without looking, and you end up with too many stitches in one place. Hello, who just joined? How are you? If you like what I'm doing, if you like my streams, please hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to me. I'm very close to 3,000 subscribers. I will be doing more streams if you enjoy watching them. So yeah, just let's keep in touch. Alright, that was the last clusters, and I will finish the granny square. So I'm not chaining one because I still need chain one, so I'm not doing that. We will be faking it, so I'm just leaving a longer tail, taking the loop out, and we'll thread it through the needle. Like that. And now I am finding the top stitch, just right here on top of the first double crochet. So I'm going through all the stitch, through both loops, not pulling everything very tight, but leaving it loosely like that, and then go with the needle again in the same stitch where we started. And this will create the back loop of the stitch. And as you can see, we have the front loop and the back loop of the chain stitch. So we just created the same chain stitch, and this is the seamless finishing of the granny square. So don't pull it too tight. We want that stitch would be visible and there would be a gap. And now I'm just gonna make a few knots within the end, and the granny square will be finished. Yep, that's it. We can cut. And to finish the center, to close the gap, In the center, we're gonna thread the needle again. And go inside the stitches all the way around. Just like that. In the middle of the stitches, that your needle wouldn't be visible from this nor from this side. So just go like that. One more time. And here you can still see my finger, and after I will pull, it will close very nicely and very tight. So here it is, I am pulling and the gap is closing, and the finger is not poking through anymore, and the center is closed down. So to keep that tension, we need to make a knot to secure, and just go back for a few more stitches. Again, the same way through the middle of them. And I will stop here at half of the circle and make another knot. And go through a few more stitches, and we are ready to cut it like that. And basically it's finished. You can't see anything, so. And the granny square, doing these techniques basically don't have good side nor bad side, because it's basically all the same. Of course, there are maybe side which you would prefer more, then you use it as a good side. So yeah, they are both very nicely done. No. Okay, we have like some like parts like this, but in the whole picture you won't be able to see it. So yeah. So today I made 2 squares and finished a bit from yesterday. So 2 and a quarter of the squares. So I have 5 now in total and 3 left. So if I would be fast, 2 hours. 2 hours to finish 3 granny squares, 2.5 maybe, yeah, 2.5 to finish 3 granny squares, and then the connection part. So probably tomorrow I will finish that and would meet you for the connection, because I am doing joining as you go method. So I am going and making another round around it and connecting them. So I'm making double crochets and connecting the other square, and yeah, making so another round of double crochets around them, and this way I connect it. So I kinda enjoy doing this method. For me it's nicer, it looks nicer than just sewing together or slip stitching. Slip stitching is okay, maybe in the second place, but yeah, join as you go method is better. You can even like do a bit smaller granny squares and finish them on the joining on the joining part. So yeah, all right, let's call it a day. Thank you for joining, thank you for staying with me, thank you for keeping the company, and we'll see you tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. We will see. So very soon. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell that you would know when I am doing lives, when I upload the videos. And have a nice day, have a nice evening. Bye bye.